Greetings, greetings. It's mid-August 2013 and here I am on Glastonbury Tor, just by the foot of the Tor. I'll just show you. That's Glastonbury Tor. That's the top of Glastonbury there where you can see the tower. And I'm staying here at a place called Shekin Ashram, which is just an incredible place. And I've been spending so much time recently just being out of my mind. Just the whole idea of this summer to disconnect from the matrix and to really connect with the earth and with myself, and I'm finding myself being out of my mind, being absent-minded. I've got to be careful sometimes because I'm losing things, but on the other hand I feel that these things were needed to have been let go of, and I've managed to really be in a space of tranquility and peace and just going with the flow. And since I got to Glastonbury, my heart's really opened up. It's just so beautiful, the world, the planet, and this place in particular. It's a source of so much joy and heaven. And I got up this morning for early morning prayers, and how wonderful is it to be up first thing in the morning and set the day through prayer and devotion and harmony and love and connection, which kind of sets up the day really. Another thing that's been happening is so much fire has been ignited within me since this time, and also just really connecting with the human, the woman within me, and finding such power and harmony and that true nakedness, that primal part, which is quite something. Expressing that through music, through sharing with other human beings, through sharing this sacred journey called life, as we're incarnated into this body, into these bodies of duality, female, male form, and how we really still connect with the divinity and the God within each other, and how important it is now at this time to really be connected on the soul level. So here I am. This is a continuation of the last podcast. I was in Glastonbury, and I've now been in London for a few weeks, continuing this expansion and this journey of non-mind and emptiness, and I've become so much more the witness, the observer of what's going on, and it's been wonderful. So continuing the podcast here, so welcome. I stepped back into Facebook today, and I shall be going on and off for a while until the end of October. But in the meantime, I just wanted to connect with everybody, so I wish you well. I hope you enjoy the rest of the podcast. I'm here in Waterloo Park, and it's the 31st of August, and just wanted to continue with the podcast. Wasn't meant to be a podcast actually, but so yeah, it's been a really amazing time of connecting back into the body, and I realized that the embodiment of the human experience, how important that is, and how crucial it is now at this time for us to be having a human experience and really allowing us to be expressed, warts and all. Because in this incarnation it is dualistic, and to really integrate all of that. We should not be afraid of living and experiencing. And my heart broke recently, and I had this moment where I actually realized that when a heart breaks, it breaks for something to emerge from that place, like an egg cracking and opening, so rebirth can happen. And I'm so grateful. I've learned so much. And we talk about awakenings, and there are all different types of awakenings, including rude ones. And the rude ones are really to do with, I'm smiling because rude awakenings are normally to do with human existence and our experiencing, whereby we actually, certain aspects of ourselves are exposed, our blind spots, our ego, our shadow, and how powerful these sort of awakenings really are, because they really give us an opportunity to embrace these things. And that's what I've been doing, really embracing the shadow and actually enjoying that part of me, and integrating that part of me, and not being afraid to express those aspects and exercise or even exorcise those parts of who I am. And in the process of doing so, I've become far more human. I ended up plummeting right back into my body, which is exactly where I needed to be, and to really understand that this human incarnation or this human experience is full of, how can I put it? It can be messy, it can be smelly, it can be uncomfortable, and it's these aspects of ourselves that we really need to love in the same way as the beautiful aspects. And I realized that, for myself, I'm the kind of person where I love to create beauty, I love to create synergy and love and all these other things. But then what happens when we experience the opposite to that? How do we deal with that? And not only that, are we prepared to embrace those aspects and love them in exactly the same way? And that's what I've been doing. And I've tapped into a part of myself, the woman, the mothership, the motherboard, and so many other areas, the primal part of me, the ancestral part of me, the part of me that's so connected to this planet. And I believe to be true that by having had this time out and these experiences, it's really going to allow me to be a much more integrated and powerful and stronger person, and be able to relate to other human beings in a far more real way. And this is what we're having to do, to really get back into ourselves and integrate the divine into the human. As we know, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. So what does that mean? And that means that the human experience is what we're here to express, every aspect of it. If you fancy a drink, if you fancy to make love, if you fancy to walk around naked in the house, or whatever it is, anything. And we're here to savor all aspects of life and to experience ourselves in it and know that it is good and know that it is valuable, every aspect. And also, by doing that, when we commune with other people, we really allow them to be who they are and their expression of life, and how they explore it, and how they, what their dynamic is with their experiences. I know that it's perfectly okay for them to be exactly where they are, and that's exactly where they need to be. So it allows us to receive, it allows us to accept, and to open up to allowing of life and all that life brings, to embrace it all as one common experience, And I've often talked about getting naked, and that is a metaphor to strip away all of those aspects that stop us from being fully expressed and who we really are. And for me, that has included some really fundamental human experiences that I really wasn't allowing myself to expand into. And I've begun to do that, and I feel so much younger. I feel so much more connected, so much more vital, and I believe that this is the beginning of a new part of my life with a freshness that I haven't experienced for many, many years. And who would have thought that this time in my life that I'd be feeling brand new and opening up to so many possibilities. So I leave this with you. Expand, release, accept, step into life fully, express yourself in that space with people around you. Be vital, be powerful, enjoy all that life brings, the music, the poetry of life. Dance, 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 sway, enjoy. It's such a beautiful day. The summer here in Britain has been just remarkable. I feel reborn. I feel such a beauty from within, and so connected with who I am and my physical being and my body, the woman that I am, the human that I am, as I connect and merge the masculine and the feminine, the shadow and the light, into the unique being that I am. And all that I am expressing here is exactly who you are. So be all of that and enjoy you. Enjoy you. I love you deeply. Having not been on Facebook has also really released me to spend time with myself. I wake up in the morning, I come into my living room and I feel as if I'm in a garden. And it opened me up to having so much more space to expand, to step out of my mind, to not have to think about things. In fact, it's just been happening. As I've connected deeper into my body, my mind is so much less in control. And I've begun to daydream. I find myself staring into space. And I remember as a child I used to do that, and at school, and the teacher would have to come and tap me on the shoulder to bring me back. That is the kind of thing that's been happening, and it's not dissimilar to a cat basking in the sun and just staring into space. It's a form of meditation, and I remember this, and I remember it to be good, and I know this to be good. So I'm just allowing without my mind. In fact, my mind isn't there to even interfere with this process. So there's something organic that's happening, something so natural, something so rootsy, and I'm loving it. Enjoy. I'll speak to you soon, and be well. Cornucopia of joy, love, and abundance to you. Know life to be good. Every single experience, every single part of you. Love it. It is yummy. It has all the flavors that we need to know who we are in this human experience. I love you all. My name is Alaenura, and I see you. Namaste.